This will be one of the stopwaters for the keel and the knee and the stem area. The boat had them originally. We're going to add them just in case the adhesive fails 15, 20, 30 years down the road. These will still be there to help the boat swell a bit faster in that region. It's a piece of scrap left over from rub rail. There it goes. Okay. And the burr on the back side of the hole I drilled is going to be the cutting edge to turn this into a dowel. So yeah, that's your teak dowel.
Really? I'm not going to be... All right, we'll see. Oh, look at that. Snot. Is it tight enough? It's tight enough.
Yeah,
it'll swell.
The caulk back and forth.
So then cut it off about an inch.
This is a custom match paint that we had matched from an original piece of the boat that we know had not been taken out or repainted since new. Pre-World War II, Sandusky Paint made Lyman a different color than what most people would know of as their bilge paint. And it's this more brown color. They switched later on to, after World War II, to sand tan. And the story I've heard goes that somebody at Lyman took a trip down to the Cedar Point beach and grabbed a handful of sand and took that back to Sandusky Paint, the handful of wet sand, and had them match that as their bilge paint, which later became known as sand tan. I don't know if that's how they really did it or not, but it does look a lot like wet sand. This is more brown, which is kind of nice to see, because seeing so much gray from Chris Crafts or santan from Lyman's gets old.
So we pulled the front keel out, also called the fore keel, and the knee and the stem, that's back in. But now we want to pull the back keel out. It's about 20 feet, and it actually is the top inner keel, and then what some people would call the skeg keel, the bottom piece. And they're rotten, so they got to get replaced. So now's the time to get it out. So I've got lots of jack stands under the boat. I've got them either tied or truck strapped and or bungee corded, so they won't pull out. Some of them are truck strapped, so that we've got the boat well supported on the engine stringers all along, and we can start the process of taking this out. Because when I'm in the back, what I will do is pull my last F clamp, and then I can let go of that keel stand. Yeah, you could hit it out now.
Okay.
And then probably take the first wood block off, and that ought to give you distance to come down. Okay, this will be down to 2 clamps. Okay, I'm taking my clamp, but I got my knee holding it. So, how far will it drop to that front? You know, I'm just going to walk. Will it slide forward 6 inches?
No.
On that block?
No, you're touching the other block, so.
Okay, so it has to come to starboard. Let it sit there and go forward, Isaac. Go
Starboard at the front or the back?
Yeah, at the front.
Okay.
So do you want to go forward or can you do it?
I'm caught. There you go.
I know, I was getting you uncaught. They got that pocket in there for the running gear.
Well, we'll just ride along the straps.
Okay, don't let it take the jack stand. So you got all of it? Okay, I'll come around.
Let's go under Ben's boat and then
back. Zigzag back.
There's space.
Yeah, we could spin. Watch out, Curly, I'll get you. You can see splits. And then, you know, it doesn't look horrible until you get back here.
That looks like the worst.
Back here, it was really, really chewed up. The water was ponding in this area and staying here, and your moisture content goes up, and then it starts to rot. If the water drains away, it doesn't get enough moisture content to rot. It's usually when you get ponding or trapped moisture in joints. And if I turn this over, when I take this off, there'll be undoubtedly some rot. And actually, this is in really good shape. A lot of times they've been bashed up by keel stands, boathouse cradles, things like that. It's really, for its age, really in good shape. Oh, I'm betting it's 18, maybe north. No, it's only 16. Yeah, it's a little shy of 16. Yeah, she's just under 2 1/4.
Okay, so if we got 10 quarter, we can mill it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10 quarter will do it.
So we're going to glue the new top half that we fabricated yesterday to replace the inner onto the old bottom half of the keel. So every plug here is where there was a broken screw, and because they're steel screws, they're going to rust, and we don't want to have that contribute to corrosion and rotting the keel. So we made this simple jig here where we take a hole saw and we drill through a sacrificial board, which then we clamp over top of one of the broken screws and use the hole saw without the pilot bit through our sacrificial piece to become the pilot. And we basically go down and core around the broken screw, then pop that out like a plug, and then glue in a plug to put wood back so that we've got a place to attach a screw to and fill the hole that we just created, while also removing the broken screw.
Yeah, so every one of those was a broken screw piece, correct?
Yes, I think there's 15.
Probably this tree was a little nut before it became a tree. You know, somewhere around the War 1812 maybe, or the Civil War. So to be a 100-year-old tree, because white oaks are so slow to grow, to be harvestable, is going to put you back somewhere in that time frame. So that's a long time ago. And it was really in good shape. We did epoxy it just to solidify it. We cleaned it up, epoxied it. Then we cut the top keel, the false keel, and we have it all ready to go. And then I just sealed it with some sealer last night. We're actually gonna glue it to this with 5200 caulk, put the screws in. So we had it all dry fit. Once we do that, we're gonna put it to the boat and get it dry fit to the boat, then bring it back down and caulk below all the frames where this attaches. And it'll be ready for the next 80 years.
on top of that ratchet strap,
Yep,
and then we'll just ride along that.
yep.
Okay, I got it from here.
Okay, wait.
Well, it's real easy to push.
Wait. Nope, okay.
Okay, right about there. Are we just gonna go straight down, pretty much?
Yeah, I think we could live on the bungee cords, don't you?
Yeah, I don't see why not. For sure the ratchet strap.
Now, we want to make sure we get the end cocked too.
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay?
No, yeah, I'm fine. The ratchet strap did its job. We can see which ones we're holding.
You know, every screw pretty much was broken from these ribs down into the keel.
We'll go aft a little, and then right there.